Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing great. Well, if you haven't, make sure you subscribe. I'm supposed to say that every time, but I forget, to be quite honest, because I'm always so excited to share my topics. So subscribe, like, all those sorts of things, so the YouTube algorithm, gets the videos get shared with the people who need the video the most. So that out the way. This past week and a half or so, my daughter had something really exciting happen to her. She's into acting and theater and wants to do film and all those things. I've shared that before. And one of the things with that area, that space, that industry, if you will, a lot of it is about perseverance and just continue. You're going to get way more no's than you will yeses, and just depending on which space you want to be in with it or what area you want to be in. So she, after like 2 years, finally got a yes to something that she's been trying to do. And so I was really, really, really excited for her. I really do my best to be her biggest cheerleader. And it's genuine. I mean, if I could do backflips, I probably would do a backflip for her, because it was so cool. It's not cool to see her like going through the frustration, but it was so cool to see her continue on and then actually get the yes that she's been looking for something. And so super excited. So of course she's excited to share that with, people that are close to her. And so she ends up sharing it with somebody, and, it was frustrating and heartbreaking to, have her come home and tell me that, essentially how I refer to it is that person let the air out of her balloon. Her balloon was so full, and this is like a balloon that's been blowing up over the past 2 years, to it's like the perfect size. And then in just one moment, all the air got let out of it. Not to say the person wasn't excited for her, but it's like they were poking holes in it a little bit, and just she felt the discouragement, And so that got me thinking on a personal level, but also on a professional level. I see it. I have a lot of my students that will come to me and, ask for advice, or they're trying to figure out life. Some of them know exactly what they want to do. Some have no idea what they want to do, and everything in the middle, going back and forth, just trying to figure it out. And the one thing that I stand by, with my job, it's, I always say I love having the space of my YouTube channel, because it is all of me, all facets of me. I get to combine what I teach, and I get to combine my faith and kind of put them together. And of course I have to be mindful of that when I'm teaching in a secular arena, but no matter what, I believe in purpose. I believe that we're all created for a specific reason and all those sorts of things. So the thing I often share with my students is, no matter what, you are the person that has to get up and go to that job every single day. Whatever career field you decide, if you're doing it for somebody else, but you're not fully passionate about it, eventually you're not going to like doing it period. And so trying to tap into what is it that you are meant to do. We're all meant to do something. And when you figure that out, again, that's something that I'm living, and I hope to continue to live. But it's just the best space to be in, because it's like, I say this often, but I love what I do, and I rarely do I ever have a bad day at work. I really don't. And work does not feel like work, because I love what I teach and I love what I do and interacting with my students, and that's something that I want in whatever space somebody is in. The challenging part when you are trying to live in your purpose is to be mindful of really who's around you and what you're allowing in. Because if we're not careful, all the time and all the energy, and life is going to throw stuff at us, and even in the best of the best case scenarios, fulfilling your purpose is not always an easy journey. Grad school, I cried and I was grown. There was a few days where I shed some tears, because it was so frustrating, and trying to write these papers and just feeling like I was failing at it. So the road to it is not easy. Please don't mistake what I'm saying with that. But once you go through the process and you end up in that space, that's where you're trying to get to. And if you are just allowing, I call it noise, a lot of extra noise, for maybe well-intentioned people, guys, that's the hard part about this. People mean well. I don't think people actually come to you purposely, wanting to let the air out of your balloon, but it happens more than you probably realize. Chances are you've experienced it. I know I've experienced it. And so what happens is, you really got to keep your circle small. I'm sure at some point I've talked about that, but being mindful, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of a secret. When you're on this journey of living in a purpose, or being intentional about your relationships, about your career, about your job, about whatever it is that you're doing, the less noise that you allow in. And when I say noise, I mean opinions and, all these other things from other people who essentially are not living your life, as harsh as that sounds. The less you let in, the more focused you can be. Then the flip side of that is you have to learn how to encourage yourself. Maybe that's the next video that I'll talk about on how to do that, because that's hard in itself, right? But I much rather be in a space where I just have a few select people that are those voices of reason that encourage me, and even on my worst day, because there are days where it's going to be tough, right? The last thing you want is on your tough day somebody coming in and popping your balloon, right? So my encouragement today is continue to blow up your balloon, whatever that looks like. Be mindful of the people that are around you. Be mindful of what you allow in, because what I don't want to happen is what happened to my daughter, is for somebody to come along well-intentioned and let the air out of your balloon, because then to try to blow it back up can be a bit challenging. You ever try to blow up a balloon, just like balloon after balloon? It gets tiring, right? Eventually you need some help to help you kind of get through that, right? And much is the same in life, right? We got to be mindful of that. That way we have our balloon, we keep it full. We keep it full by the people that we have and that we have close to us, associate with, and allow close to us when it comes to our purpose, whatever that may be for you. So I hope that helps somebody. If it's not for you, pass it along. Maybe it's for somebody else. So have a wonderful week or weekend, and I'll see y'all in the next video.